color. Going by the title. So let's read more. November 17th. Yeah, I thought it
Look
must
at all
be.
the beautiful land.
Yes, so Sasha wants you to see the beautiful, beautiful land, and it's a clear day because you can see a clear sky, and there's a little bit of the sea here, and there's a lighthouse even. That's some nice detailing, and there are some little houses here. See, where's my hand? Yeah, see here. Hi Vatsala, thank you for sharing my shoes drawing. So this is the story of the little red hen, which is told and illustrated by Michael Furman. Down the road and over the hills lived a little red hen. She lived in a farmyard with the farm dog, the farm cat, and a big fat pig. Oink oink! One day, when the little red hen was out walking, she found some grains of wheat. She gathered them up and carried them back to the farmyard. So see, she's out taking a little walk and she finds some grains of wheat. Can you see that? Those are the grains of wheat that she finds, and she picks them up and she takes them back to her farmyard. Who will help me plant this wheat? She asked. Not I, said the dog. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the big fat pig. Oink, oink. So look here. Her three friends whom she lives on the farm with are all relaxing, and then she tells them, look, I've found this wheat, why don't we plant it together? But none of them want to plant it. They don't really seem to be doing anything constructive. They're just lazing around, but they don't want to plant the wheat. So what does the hen do? Then I shall do it myself, clucked the little red hen. And see, she's gone. She's dug at the soil with her little claws, and she's buried the wheat. The little red hen cared for the wheat until it grew tall and golden. Who will help me cut the wheat? She asked. See, she's so excited to see her beautiful wheat grains that have grown into these lovely, they have grown into wheat and they're ready to be harvested. So she asks her friends, who will help me cut the wheat? Not I, said the dog. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the big fat pig. Oink, oink. Look at them. None of them want to help her. So the little red hen decides to do it herself. Then I shall do it myself, clucked the little red hen. And she did. So look at her. She's got her little spear and she's cutting all the wheat. Now, who will help me carry this wheat to the mill to be ground into flour? Asked the little red hen. Not I, said the dog. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the big fat pig. Oink, oink. So she's going to take the wheat grains to the mill to be ground into flour. Have any of you all gone to a mill? Either to grind flour or some spices with your parents or your grandparents? Have you seen how they put the grains into it, and that huge machine grinds it into flour or into spices, and then you can make rotis and chapatis and puris with the flour? Have any of you all visited a mill? Sorry? Do let me know. Then I shall do it myself, said the little red hen. And she did. So she's bundled up all the wheat and she's put it on her back and she's walking to the mill. The mill seems to have been some distance away because see how the landscape, how everything has changed. And see, she's walking down a path and she's reached the mill. Bhargavi says no, Yashu's never been. The miller ground the wheat into flour and put it in a sack, and the little red hen dragged the sack back to the farmyard. So see, he's the miller and he put the wheat into a machine inside, and then the machine ground it into a flour and he put it in a sack for the little red hen to take back. It seems to be quite full, no? The sack. I'm sure it's heavy. See, she's struggling a bit. Can you see? That's some sweat. So she seems to be struggling. Who will help me carry this flour to the baker to be baked into bread? Asked the little red hen. What do you think the farm animals said? Did the farm animals finally agree to help her? Did they look at her saying, "Oh, she's done so much hard work all alone, let us help her"? "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the cat. "You carried it here all right, so you can carry it to the baker," said the big fat pig. Oink oink. So look at them. They are doing nothing productive. They are sitting and playing cards. She is reading a book, the cat, but still they don't want to help this little red hen who's been working so hard to grow some wheat. That's not very caring of them. "And so I shall," clucked the little red hen. And she did. So see, she's dragged that big sack to the baker who's going to bake it for her. But look at her. Isn't she exhausted? The poor thing, that sack must weigh so much more than her. Somehow she's pushed and pulled and dragged and shoved, and she reached this baker. Look at him. See the big oven he has. See? And see, he's rolling out some dough, and there's some bread already baking in the oven. It's a huge brick oven. Isn't it huge? And see, you know what these are for? You know, when your mamas cook something at home, say they're cooking parathas, they use like a spatula, a spoon which is flat on the end, to take out the hot paratha or roti from the tawa. So they use this to take out the big heavy baking tins from the oven. They slide this under the tin and they pull it out. Because it's very hot, no? He can't pull it out with his hand or even with a cloth. So that's what they use it for. That's like a big baker spatula. So the hen has come to the baker to make some bread. The baker made the flour into a wonderful big loaf that smelled of sunshine and poppies, and the little red hen carried it back to the farmyard. "Who will help me eat this bread?" she asked. And what do you think the animals said? Did they say no, like they've been saying all along, to help her? They said, "I will," said the dog. "I will," said the cat. "I will," said the big fat pig. Oink oink. Look at them. They're all so eager and excited to get a share of this bread that the little red hen has worked so hard to bake. She has collected wheat, she has sowed it, she has helped it grow, looked after it, harvested it, dragged the wheat from one place and then the flour to another place. None of them wanted to help her, but now when she's made it into a delicious loaf of bread, they all want a part of it. Is that fair? Is that fair on their part? And is that correct? That none of them, what is it? Is it fair, Sashu?
No.
Why? Why is it not fair?
Because they need to help her then.
They need to help her then. They didn't want to help her, no?
No.
But they want to eat the goodies. Sasha doesn't think it's fair, and neither do I. Hello, Suku. "Oh no, you will not," clucked the little red hen. "I have some new friends coming for tea." So look at them. They are zapped. Did the hen actually say no to them? Look at the cat. He's falling back in shock. They're all amazed. Look at the dog's expression. And look at the pig's shock. So the hen said, "No, none of you all can share into in my bread." And she said, "I have some new friends coming for tea." And she did. Look at that. She's holding the bread and you can see some new friends in the horizon. Who do you think is coming over?
The mill and the baker.
And her new friends were the miller and the baker. And look at them. They're enjoying this gorgeous loaf of bread with what looks like some honey and I think some jam and big glasses of tea. That's it. The big cups of, that's probably tea and there's probably juice. Imagine that. And look at them. Oink oink. They're walking away into the sunset, hopefully realizing that you can't just get goodies. You need to work hard too, and you need to help someone who's working hard. Yeah, so did you like that book? Have any of y'all been baking at home, or have your parents been baking? We've made some bread a couple of times. Have any of y'all made anything interesting that y'all would never have made otherwise? Vatsala, I think you also made some pav or something, no, recently? Yeah. Tough times, so we are all really pulling up our socks and being very innovative and very resourceful and doing whatever we can to.
That's my leg.
That is Sasha's leg, in case you all didn't recognize. Okay. So for our second book, Sasha, can I lay the book? Thank you. We are reading about My Monster by Eleanor Taylor. Sasha, 1 minute. Sasha has a lot of monster books. No?